Jason Todd is without a doubt one of the most popular characters within the Bat universe. Everyone knows he was the second Robin and eventually Red Hood. But how did that happen? What about all the stuff in between? Let's talk about it. As with all these long-time comic book characters, there are many varying origin stories, so today I will be covering the most commonly accepted one. So Jason Todd was the son of Willis and Catherine Todd. He was raised in Gotham City where his father was a small-time criminal who eventually went to prison. After he served his sentence, he did not return to his family, leaving young Jason alone with his drug-addicted mother. Jason would try to look after his mother by stealing parts of cars to sell for cash. Soon after, his mum would pass away, leaving Jason alone. He continued to pay his way by doing what he had been doing anyway, selling tyres and other bits he could steal from cars. One night, when on the prowl for unwatched cars, Jason came across the Batmobile, parked up in an alley. He decided to steal the tyres, but was caught by Batman after taking the one and coming back for the others. Batman took the young thief to a school for troubled kids, but this backfired as the owner of the school was actually running essentially a training school for young criminals. Oh, Gotham. Batman decided to try and channel the boy's anger against criminals rather than letting him just turn into one. He was far from the acrobat or detective that Dick Grayson was, but he had a different sort of skill set from living his life on the streets of Gotham, so Batman made Jason the second Robin. On their first official mission as Batman and Robin, it was discovered that Jason's father was killed by the criminal Two-Face. Furious at the knowledge and the fact that Batman knew of it, Jason went on a rampage until at last he confronted Two-Face. Rather than kill Dent, however, Jason mastered his anger and let Dent be arrested, much to Batman's pride. However, despite Batman's success in training Jason, his life experience on the streets had left him with a very grey outlook on what was right and what was wrong. He would often use excessive force to subdue criminals when out on missions with Batman. Now, this is where it gets dark. Very dark. Jason later discovers that his mother was not actually his biological mother. After following a number of leads, he eventually tracks down the woman that gave birth to him, Sheila, who is working as an aid worker in Ethiopia. He is extremely happy to find her, but soon discovers that she is actually being blackmailed by the Joker. She is embezzling funds herself to cover up the fact that she was providing the Joker with medical supplies. When Jason arrives as Robin, she hands him over to the Joker, who brutally beats Jason with a crowbar. Joker then leaves both Jason and Sheila in a warehouse with a timed bomb. The two desperately try to escape, but with no success. The bomb goes off. Batman arrives at the scene too late. He is only able to hold Jason's lifeless body in his arms. For the next 10 years worth of stories, Batman is haunted by his failure to protect Jason. He didn't train him properly. He couldn't save him from the Joker. He had failed. He put up Jason's Robin costume as a display in the Batcave as a reminder of the consequences his actions can have. Now the darkness turns a bit crazy. So Superboy Prime alters reality from the Paradise dimension where he is trapped. Jason is somehow restored to life and breaks out of his coffin. He walks about 12 miles from the graveyard before collapsing. He gets hospitalized, and it is here he is recognized and Talia al Ghul is informed. So she takes him to the Lazarus Pit where her father, Ra's al Ghul, or Ra's al Ghul, however you choose to pronounce it, is also bathing. It's suggested that sharing the waters with Al Ghul might have in some way affected Jason's personality. Upon Jason's full revival, he decides that it is unacceptable that his death was never avenged. He is disgusted by the fact that the Joker is still breathing. When he eventually discovers that Batman showed no remorse for sparing the Joker's life, he becomes enraged. From here on out, Jason takes up the mantle of the Red Hood. He begins his time in Gotham as the Red Hood by attempting to hijack a shipment of kryptonite from Black Mask. After a fight with Batman and Nightwing, he gives the shipment back, explaining that he got what he wanted, a lay of the land. Soon afterwards, he finds the Joker and beats him very badly with a crowbar, just as the Joker had once done to him. But he does not kill him. He spares his life and plans to use him against Batman later on. It doesn't take long for Jason to take control over multiple gangs in Gotham City and begin a war against Black Mask's criminal empire. The overall plan is to rid the city of corruption, including drug-related crimes and gang violence. He also wants to murder the Joker in the process. But due to his not-so-superhero-like antics, he constantly butts heads with Batman and his allies. A little later, Batman finds a Robin mask in the Batmobile. It did not belong to either Dick or Tim. He also soon discovers that Jason's coffin is empty. He begins to question whether or not Jason ever actually died. After realizing Jason was in fact back, Alfred asks Bruce if he would like the Robin costume memorial removed from the Batcave, but he chooses to leave it there, not as a memorial for Jason, but as a reminder of his past failures. At one point, Jason had discovered that not only had Tim Drake replaced him as Robin, but according to many others, he was actually a far better Robin. So Jason breaks into the Titan's tower and confronts him. He beats him down and demands that Tim tell him if he thinks he really is as good as Jason, to which Tim says yes before passing out. Before leaving, Jason rips the R emblem from Tim's chest. But as he leaves, he can't help but feel a bit of respect for his successor, and also wondering if he would have made a better Robin, and in fact a better person, if he had the life and the friends that Tim had. Red Hood's final plan after his return finally comes to fruition when he kidnaps the Joker and uses him to lure Batman to Crime Alley, the place where they first met. He demands to know why Batman never avenged his death, and Batman explains that this is a line he is not willing to cross. An enraged Jason explains that even ignoring all the people he's killed, and the crippling of Batgirl, he believed that after his death at the hands of the Joker, he'd finally be able to kill him. Jason offers Batman a choice. Jason will kill the Joker unless Batman kills Jason.
I'm doing it because he took me away from you.
I'll be completely honest with you guys at this point, this is an ultimatum that always kind of bugged me. If Batman was never willing to kill the Joker, he's obviously not going to kill Jason. Anyway, Batman throws a Batarang which wounds Jason and allows the Joker to get free. Now let's fast forward a little to the battle of the Cowl storyline. Bruce is apparently gone and Jason makes his bid for the Batmantle. He begins his new war on crime using lethal tactics and leaving slips of paper that read, "I am Batman." After Nightwing deduces that the imposter is Jason, he and Damian Wayne chase him down. In the pursuit, Jason shoots Damian. Soon after, Tim Drake discovers Jason's so-called Batcave in an abandoned subway station. Jason ambushes Tim there and impales Tim in the chest with a Batarang. Later on, Nightwing confronts Jason once more, intending to take down Todd once and for all. The pair battle, all the while Jason claiming that Tim is dead, unaware that Tim actually survived. The battle ends with Nightwing kicking Jason off a speeding train. When Dick attempted to help Jason, he refused and fell to his supposed death, though claiming they would see each other again soon. This allowed Dick to officially assume the mantle of Batman. When Jason is put in Arkham, he undergoes multiple psychological tests to prove that he does not belong in what he considers to be Batman's kennel of freaks. He is moved to a prison where he causes a lot of trouble, poisoning the cafeteria, which leads to the deaths of 82 inmates. He is transferred back to Arkham straight away, but gets broken out by a group of mercenaries. They reveal that he is in no danger, but Jason decides to fight them anyway. Batman and Robin arrive, and when the mercenaries are subdued, they reveal that their employer had captured Scarlet, Jason's former sidekick. He eventually rescues her with some help from Batman and Robin, and it now becomes clear that Jason is on the path to reforming, to making up for his sins. He could potentially rejoin the Bat family when he is ready. Now from here, let's move on to the New 52 relaunch. Here, Jason is attempting to make up for his sins by leading a group called the Outlaws. The team consists of himself, Arsenal and Starfire. The red symbol on his chest is now changed to a bat, representing his uneasy reconciliation with the Batman family. Interestingly, the costume itself is acquired by Jason from a collection of costumes identified as having belonged to Dick Grayson, including the original Nightwing costume, implying that this particular outfit belonged to Dick as well. Although he is now not opposing Batman and his Bat family, he is still using lethal force, but seemingly only when he is forced to do so. However, when he is forced, he does so with no remorse. Now let's move forward to DC Rebirth. Most of Jason's Rebirth storyline retells his origin with a few minor changes. The Outlaws are revived, but the new team consists of him, Artemis and Bizarro. They are referred to as DC's Dark Trinity. They stayed together until Red Hood and the Outlaws issue 26, where Jason went solo and the title was changed to Red Hood, Outlaw. Red Hood is being used pretty regularly in the current continuity in a variety of titles, and I think DC realised that he's a very popular character. Fans love him. However, I feel like they are struggling to know exactly what to do with him. It feels like every other storyline is just him butting heads with Batman over the way in which they deal with things. The excessive force. I feel like maybe he needs a new, fresher arc, something a little different. But hey, that's just my opinion. You guys may just love the way they're going with him. Okay, that's it from me today, my friends. That's a quick summary on the full story of Jason Todd. As with all these videos on these comic book characters, there may occasionally be some inconsistencies, or maybe even some mistakes, due to the fact that there are so many different versions and continuities and universes that include these same characters. So of course, some things get told differently in different stories. I'm trying my hardest to research things properly to make sure there aren't any mistakes, but I feel at this point, it's kind of inevitable that it's going to happen at some point. If you do pick up on any mistakes, please let me know in the comments down below. I'm trying to improve my Bat knowledge all the same. Okay, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to let me know in the comments down below which character summary you would like to see next. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more Bat content. I hope you have a great day, and don't forget to return to the Batcave for more Batman videos. See you guys.